You know how some stories start with love or ambition or destiny, but mine started with a funeral. In Iran, you go to a lot of funerals because by your late 20s, you've collected enough friends and all of their parents have expiration dates that seem to sync perfectly with your schedule. It used to be longer, right? But somehow, despite all the science and vitamins, people are dying earlier. Impressive humanity, really. Anyway, my friend's mom, cancer, the usual suspect. Now, Iranian funerals, they're not just sad. They are also theatrical. People don't cry, they perform. You hear some Oscar-level monologues. I wasn't grateful enough. Cue the tears, the trembling voice, the self-blame. But here's the thing, it is not acting, because the regret is real. So real you start to think, maybe guilt has its own gravity field. My friend was standing there like a statue, silent, manly, but his brother, full on Greek tragedy mode, crying, narrating, maybe about to summon Zeus. And I thought, what would I do if this was my mom? Some of my friends have already lost theirs, so the odds aren't YouTube monetization low. They are worse. That's when I came up with my theory. Regret equals not paying attention, plus not spending time, plus not doing the things you were supposed to do. So here's my master plan. Do all the things while she's still alive. This way, she's gonna be happy, and when the time comes, I can just accept. Okay, I know. Acceptance is a bold strategy. Most people prefer denial, anger, or depression. And yeah, maybe it won't go according to plan, but at least I won't be that person screaming, I should have, in front of 800 relatives. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to see that. They've already spent several hours commuting to the funeral, and they want to see something nice, and your guilt is not nice enough. So, here's the next question. What makes my mom happy? And the answer is simple stuff. Just sit with her, drink tea, and let her gossip about Aunt So-and-so's new curtains. And honestly, gossip isn't a sin if it's served with chai and a judgmental eyebrow raise. You can also drive her to the next town. Wait 2 hours in the car while she and your sister window shop. In short, just be there when she needs you. Because maybe happiness isn't on Jupiter. It is in the passenger seat, eating sunflower seeds, complaining about traffic. I can't be a doctor. I can't be a celebrity. These things make her happy because she can be proud of me and my social status. But I can be a human Uber with emotional support. And I go further. Once or twice a year, I pay for a little 2-day trip with her friends. She barely traveled when Dad chose how to pay for stuff, and my teaching salary barely covers my own lifestyle. But once or twice a year is doable. In addition to that, I can also be her therapist, not a licensed kind, but I'll be the one who's always available and charges you for just a cup of tea. And I even convinced her to join a fitness class at 54. At first, she said, exercise is just a scam by doctors to sell sneakers. I don't know any doctors who's also a personal trainer selling sneakers, but that's what she said. At the end, she was buying it. A few months ago, her knees were literally sending SOS signals, but now she does squats like a TikTok influencer. Victory unlocked, convincing a stubborn Iranian mom that movement isn't so unhealthy. So that is what I've chosen to do. But what if it doesn't go according to plan? What if I do all this and still cry at her funeral? Let's be open to reality. Even if I cry, at least I won't regret. I'll be just sad. And sad is honest. On the other hand, regret is a liar. Regret is that friend who says I told you so at 4 a.m. But sadness just hands you tissues. So yeah, I'm building an anti-regret fortress. One tea, one car ride, one fitness class at a time. Will it work? Maybe. Will she still die one day? Definitely. Because we all get the same ending. Some just get better reviews. So if you're also trying to avoid regret, subscribe. Not because I'm deep, but because the void is less scary with company, and crying's better with matching black shirts. I'm Mana, and I see you next time.